Kia ora whānau and welcome to the Operatunity Happiness Half Hour. Most of you know me, but just in case you don't, my name is Russell Dixon. Most of my friends call me Russ, and it's lovely to be with you. I've been with Operatunity now for around 4 years, or since 2019. And a little while ago I got a call from Sue asking if I might be prepared to host one of the Operatunity Happiness Half Hours, or at least talk a little bit about my journey and my love for musical theatre. So of course I said yes, and here we are. So wherever you are around the country at the moment, or dare I say it, overseas, tuning in, we hope you're safe and well with so much going on around the world and here in New Zealand as we continue to navigate our way through this pandemic. We miss you all terribly. We hope to be back to normal soon, or whatever the new normal will be in hopefully a couple of months, and we can get back to concert tours and our travel program and see you all again soon. Today's presentation will involve quite a few songs from me, and if not just by me, involving a number of my wonderfully talented friends from Operatunity, maybe from our stage and screen concert tour that we performed back in 2020. We hope you are all well. Please feel free to disengage from all that's happening around the world at the moment and relax and escape into some songs, some music, some love, some community from the Operatunity Happiness Half Hour, this one entitled Russell's Revue.
Is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's here and now, today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moments are in rhyme. Give me this moment, these precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is a moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never rank on second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This was the moment, the sweetest moment of it all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. I say I'll never, I'll sing forever with the Lord. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
And if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to hang out with you for a little bit. Normally we all get on so well on these Operatunity tours, but there is this rather lascivious baritone who will not leave me alone. So I'm just going to hang out with you, and then we can have a much better time out. He found me.
You've been dreaming just one dream, nearly all your life. Think scheming, just one theme. Will you be a wife? Will you be some he-man's property? Good news that he-man's queen. This Asian girl plus man doesn't just help you. On occasion, women can have their uses too, mainly to extend the family tree. Often extend with raising sons galore.
Inconceivable.
Each built 6'4".
Unbelievable.
Each one stuffed with every Gaston gene.
I'm not hearing
Be
this.
keeping house with pride.
Just incredible.
Each day gratified
So unwettable.
that you are part of this idyllic scene. Picture this: a rustic hunting lodge, my latest kill roasting over the fire, my little wife massaging my feet while the little ones play on the floor with the dogs. Oh, we'll have 6 or 7.
Dogs?
No, Belle, strapping boys like me.
Imagine that.
I can see that we will share all that love implies. We shall be the perfect pair, rather like my thighs. You are face to face with destiny. All roads lead to the best things in life. Are all's well that ends with me. Escape me, there's no way. Certain as no ray. Belle, when you marry. So, Belle, what'll it be? Is it yes or is it oh yes?
I just don't deserve you.
Who does?
But thanks for asking.
Some of you will know that earlier this year we were supposed to take an opportunity trip called Carousel on the harbour with a group of people to see the New Zealand opera production of Carousel. Of course, with COVID and with the following restrictions, the show and the trip unfortunately had to be cancelled. So we can't take people to see Carousel at the moment, but we can bring a little part of it to you. This is possibly my favourite song from the musical Carousel. It's actually a duet which is primarily sung by Julie Jordan and of course Billy Bigelow in the musical, as they try to declare or hesitantly declare their love for one another, but are too afraid to really express their true feelings. This is a beautiful song called If I Loved You.
If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know how I loved you.
longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know if I loved you, if I loved you. So, as promised, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my musical theatre journey. Now, I actually grew up in a very small rural town called Operatunity in West Auckland, with my first show being The Sound of Music, where I played the role of Kurt Von Trapp at the tender age of 10. I was involved in numerous productions throughout my youth, both at school and in the local theatre production companies. And it wasn't until my sort of late teens that I started to get involved in bigger productions that were being performed throughout New Zealand. And then in 2006, I made a decision. I wanted to go to London to really try my hand at fulfilling a boyhood dream, and that was to play a lead on the London West End stage. So I headed to London, and I was very lucky to get involved in the UK tour of a production called Blood Brothers. I was in that tour for a year. After that show, I got involved in another production which was touring for a year called The Witches of Eastwick, and I was understudying the lead role. At the end of that particular production, I came back to London and I was offered an opportunity to fill in on the West End production of Blood Brothers, playing the role of Mr. Lyons like I had played on the tour. So effectively, in I think 2008 or 2009, I was fortunate to actually get my opportunity to play a lead on London's West End stage. However, after that experience, I got involved in another production of Blood Brothers that was touring through Dubai in the Emirates. And after that, I came back to New Zealand, and I was very lucky to marry my beautiful wife, Amber, in 2011. And it was during that year that I was involved in another production back here in New Zealand, in Auckland in fact, at the Civic Theatre, called Miss Saigon, where I played the role of Christopher Scott. And it was during that production that I got a call from Kenny Wax, the producer who I'd been involved with in the musical The Witches of Eastwick, asking if I would go back to London to be involved in the UK tour of a brand new musical called Top Hat that might be transferring into the West End as well. So I spoke to my brand new wife Amber, I got her involved in the production, and we both headed back to London and were involved in the 6-month tour throughout the UK, had an incredible time resettling in London as the show Top Hat then transferred into the West End. To cut a long story short, I was understudying the main comic role in that show, a character called Alberto Bedini, an Italian fashion designer. I was involved in that show for just under 2 years when we won the Olivier Awards Best New Musical, Best Costuming and Best Choreography, which was really exciting for me and for everybody involved in the production. And as the show was nearing the end of its season, I got a call down to the production office to meet with the producer and with the production manager, because the person who was playing the role of Alberto Bedini in the show was leaving the production, and they were offering me that role in its entirety, and I was then going to be stepping into my very own West End London lead in this production of Top Hat at London's Aldwych Theatre. I remember it quite vividly, and I remember my father sending me a letter saying, "Congratulations, Russ, you've achieved the theatrical equivalent of a rugby player making the All Blacks." That's what it felt like anyway. I continued with that production for quite some time until it finished, and Amber and I came back to New Zealand in 2013. I'm still heavily involved in theatre, but have really turned my hand to directing. And I've been involved in a number of shows throughout New Zealand, but two productions of note that I just finished back in 2020 were the musical Holiday Inn for the NASDA graduates down in Christchurch at the Court Theatre, and Mary Poppins here in Auckland in 2020 as well at Auckland's Civic Theatre, which during its time was actually the biggest show in the world due to COVID restrictions locking down all other theatres globally. So that's me in a nutshell. I love musical theatre, I love performing, and it's great that I could get to continue to perform with Operatunity. Let's just hope I get to see you guys ASAP.
High flying adored, so young, the instant queen, a rich, beautiful thing, of all the talents, a cross between a fantasy of the bedroom and a saint. You were just a backstreet girl, hustling and fighting, scratching and biting, high flying adored. Did you believe in your wildest moments all this could be yours, that you'd become the lady of them all? Were there stars in your eyes when you crawled home at night? From the bars, from the sidewalks, from the gutter theatrical. Don't look down, it's a long, long way to fall. High flying adored, what happens now? Where do we go from here? For someone on top of the world, the future's not exactly clear. A shame you did it all at 26. There are no mysteries now, nothing can thrill you, no one fulfill you. High flying adored, I hope you come to terms with boredom. So famous so easily, so soon, it's not the wisest thing to be. You won't care if they love you, it's been done before. You'll despair if they hate you, you'll be drained of all energy. All the young who've made it would agree.
High flying adored, I've been called names, but they're the strangest. My story's quite usual. Local girl makes good wits famous man. I was love in the right place at the perfect time. Filled a gap, I was lucky. One thing I'll say for me, no one else can fill it like I can.
Now the next song is not technically musical theatre, as the song doesn't actually come from a musical production, but it's a song that I love to perform because it's got a bit of soft shoe and a little bit of work with a bowler hat. It was written by a gentleman by the name of Jerry Jeff Walker back in around 1965 after a chance encounter with a street performer in a New Orleans jail. Of course, this song made famous though mainly by Sammy Davis Jr. This is Mr. Bojangles. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he'll dance for you in worn out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt and baggy pants. He would do the old softer shoe. He would jump so high, jump so high, and then he'd lightly touch down. He told me of the times he worked on minstrel shows, traveling throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years, how his dog and he, they would travel about. But then his dog up and died, crawled up and died. After 20 years he still breathes. He said, I dance now every chance at honky-tonks for my drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, my drinks are big. And then he shook his head. Oh Lord, when he shook his head, I could swear I heard someone say, please, please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Come look, it's Mr. Bojangles. Calling Mr. Bojangles. Come back and dance, 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 please dance. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, calling Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, 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 please dance. Come back and dance again, Mr. Bojangles.
In every show there comes a song like this. It starts off soft and low and ends off with a kiss. Where is the song that goes like this? Where is it? Where? Where?
A sentimental song that casts a magic spell. They all will hum along, will overact like hell. For this is the song that goes like this.
Well, that's about all we have time for, ladies and gentlemen. I do know that everybody at Operatunity who works as an artist or an instrumentalist or a person in the office or someone behind the scenes, we all wish you love and happiness during this challenging time. Of course, we're working as hard as we can to make sure that as soon as we get ourselves to a new normal, we're ready to go with new concert tours and lots of fantastic travel, both domestic and international. From everybody at Operatunity, we wish you all the best. Please stay safe and well, and we hope to see you soon. Hei konei rā.